7.
There are 37 ingredients.
Oh my god!
For our research project, we decided to look into others' lives and educate on genetically modified organisms and what others know about these processes. We interviewed teenagers, teachers, farmers, and health food specialists. In an average supermarket, there are 47,000 products. You'd think there would be a lot of choices in ingredients, but what it really boils down to are just a few main ingredients: corn and soy.
America is the #1 producer of corn in the world. Because of the mass amounts of corn, scientists have engineered it to become other forms of food like sweeteners. Corn is found in almost any processed food in the supermarket.
We interviewed teenagers from our school about what they know about the foods that they eat.
We asked them what the #1 ingredient was in 6 different food items.
Sugar.
Cheese.
Chocolate.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Cheese.
So you are 100% wrong. So the first ingredient in actually all of these is a corn product. Yeah, so for Laffy Taffy, it's corn syrup.
I knew it!
For Doritos, it's corn. For the chocolate syrup, it's high fructose corn syrup. For the maple syrup, it is corn syrup. For the Frosted Flakes, it's corn. And for Cheetos, it's cornmeal. So you're eating a lot of corn.
With the high demand for corn nowadays, farmers grow it in large amounts, and so to keep away all the pests, corn is genetically modified to withstand them. This is such a problem because we don't know what GMOs could do to us in the future, and if there is a mutation in the GMO, then it'll affect the whole entire crop, and those who eat the crop could get fatally ill. It is almost impossible to know if you're eating GMOs because the US doesn't require them to be labeled. Our next experiment was to ask teens how many ingredients are in specific food items by brand. Then we told them about other healthier options.
7.
There are 37 ingredients in Wonder Bread. If you make bread homemade, there are 6, and if you get like a better brand of white bread, there are about 20 because there are preservatives in it. Alright, Kraft mac and cheese.
How many ingredients?
Yeah,
3?
there are 32.
Ooh.
So if you make it homemade, there are 4 ingredients, and if you get like a better brand, like Annie's is a better brand, there are 12 ingredients. How many in Chips Ahoy? 23. There are 21. So
Oh my god!
if you make it, this Chips Ahoy have no eggs and they have no butter in them, and they're all made of enriched flour. So it's a whole bunch of fake ingredients in it. But if you make homemade chocolate chip cookies, there are about 9 ingredients.
Wow.
Alright, I think all companies are trying to save money and just use the cheapest ingredients possible so they get more profit from the product.
Well, they should just not. It's just like why would you sell something that's not good for you? Like that, like it doesn't make sense. It's cheaper, but like it's your fault if everyone's getting like sick and like getting fat too. So like
They're so expensive. Just how expensive it is, and sometimes it doesn't taste as good, and it's just boring.
More organic things tend to cost, or whenever I look for them, tend to cost a bit more than I would want. If I go to McDonald's and grab something quick, it's there in a few minutes. Otherwise, I have to go make it, and it just takes a lot of effort.
I have a lot of views on fast food chains. Number one, they are organizations that basically put out a lot of food, use low quality ingredients, and the majority of the food found in most fast food restaurants are very high in saturated fats and based on a lot of animal products that are consumed and produced in very large quantities.
In the US, there are 228 fast food chains, with 160,000 restaurants, all selling their food at next to nothing. This opens the doors for lower income families to purchase the fast food that has so much fat and sugar that it can cause diabetes and obesity. And so, low income is the leading cause for these two conditions.
Ultimately, the providing lower income families with the opportunity to buy fresh produce. We typically don't see that. Most food stamps are for products that are packaged, that are on shelves that have, you know, a long-term shelf life and are produced with products such as corn and flour and a lot of the genetically modified crops that are produced in mass quantities, because ultimately those can feed more people. But I think providing them with the ability to consume products that are healthy, that have not been genetically modified, that are organic would be beneficial.
Hi everyone, we're in Good Earth, showing you some of the organic stuff. This is all organic pasta, all on this wall. We interviewed the personnel manager from Good Earth. He has spent over 20 years specializing in organic foods.
We've been marketed for decades and decades to grow up thinking that the way food is grown in the U.S. under industrial agriculture, that that's normal, and that organic is some kind of new fad or some kind of, you know, fringe phenomenon. But all it is people going, you know what, I don't want chemicals on my food. I want food to be grown naturally, and the only way to do that is to protect it under law and create a set of standards that a minimum of which are met guarantee that it's grown naturally. So we care about Certified Organic here because the certification is the thing that guarantees accountability in the food chain.
And you can come here to get healthy organic snacks. We went to the farmers market in San Rafael near the Civic Center. It was 10 o'clock in the morning when we got there, and there were already tons of people. People come from miles around to purchase healthy organic foods. Farmers come from the ranches to sell their organic grass-fed meats and organic fruits and vegetables.
Being certified organic means that we're not adding synthetic fertilizers or pesticides. And so what that really means for me is that we have a lot more hand labor, a lot of hand weeding that needs to get done, which is just part of it. And I've kind of tried to encourage weeds that will grow in with the crops that can be harvested.
This is our presentation. We hope you enjoyed and will think more consciously about what you are eating in the future.